Hey guys, it's Miss Monica Brown here. I wanted to show you a few tips and tricks that I use in Excel. If you're like me, you use Excel to analyze data. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing the sum formula. Now I'm going to show you multiple ways, but the very first way is to actually type it in yourself. So you're in the cell that you would like to put your sum formula. Equal sign you always put before you do your formula. And then you do your sum, parentheses, you select your range by clicking and dragging, and then in parentheses and hit enter. So that's the first way, by typing it in ourselves, and if we look at our formula bar, it's there. The next way that you're going to learn how to use the sum formula is a very quick shortcut. In the Home tab, if you go to Auto Sum and you select Auto Sum, Excel is really smart and it says, oh, okay, you want the sum of D4 to D7. Why, yes, we do. So we'll go ahead and click that. The next thing that we're going to do is we're actually going to use our insert function. And if you notice, sum is here because I looked it up in the past, but if it wasn't there, you would just type in your formula, you would hit go, and then it would pop up. Now, again, Excel is really smart and it says, oh, would you like the sum of B13 to B17? Yes, that is my range, so I will hit OK. Now I'm going to show you one more way that actually is just using the equal sign and then selecting your cell, and on your numlock, selecting the add icon or plus, selecting each cell and then plus, selecting each cell and then enter on the last cell. Now I've showed you 4 different ways to use a formula for adding or actually entering it yourself. The fill handle is really helpful. If you are entering a formula and you just want to copy that formula down, just like in our formula bar right here, we see it's the sum of A3 to B3. If I double click, it shows me A3 to B3. That is my range. So I just want to copy this formula down. That way I don't have to type it each time. The fill handle is the little black plus sign, and then you click and drag. So the same thing here, I have my formula and I just want to go ahead and click and drag and it do the work for me. And if I double click, I see my range, the sum of 11 to E14. Thank you, Excel, for working hard so I don't have to. Sort and filter. Now, as you see here, I have 3 different tables, so we'll start with this first table. If I wanted to only see the meat department, I would just drop down on my department filter, and then I would unselect everything and just choose meat, and now I can just see that the categories are beef and chicken, and for the expenses for October, November, and December. Now, if I want to take my filter off, I would just click back on it and hit clear filter from department. So next, we are going to be filtering hotel. And what I want to know, as a boss, I want to know my employees that are out working, how much are they spending on hotel, and is anyone above the average? So if I can see my hotel costs, my employees, and the expenses for hotels. So if I do my filter and I drop down on hotel and I do a number filter and I say above the average, then I can see that Trisha, Jackie, and Laura spent above the average on their hotel. Now, if I wanted to see below the average, we're going to get a good chuckle here and see that it's all guys below the average. I guess it really is true that women like their comfort and their hotels being a little more expensive. And then here, if I needed to go to my expenses and I actually needed to put them in date and I wanted to say newest to oldest, what have we recently been spending money on, then I could do that also. Next, we're going to go into tables. As you notice, I have already inputted some data. So the next thing, and I want to go ahead and get rid of this total row because we're going to do that. And the next thing I want to do is I want to click anywhere where my data is, and I want to go to insert, and I'm going to choose table. Excel knows that I want to use this range because it's the data that's together. Yes, my table has headers so that it's already filtered or sorted for me so that I'd be able to filter it. And then I can go in and I can change my table styles if I would like. Also, if I'm clicked anywhere in the table, if I choose table row, it's automatically going to put the table row for me. Now, let's say that I wanted my rows my columns to automatically be the accounting number format, I could go ahead and select that and my home tab. Now let's go to charts. If I have some data here and I just want to do a quick chart and I'm really not sure which chart I want, if I go to insert and I go to recommended charts, Excel is going to recommend some charts for me. So I'm just going to choose the second one, clustered column. I'm going to make it the way that I would like it by making it, something that I like. If I'm going to be presenting, I would like to do it where the audience can see it and I can see it. And I could also change my colors if I would like to. Let's go with that. And then I could go and I could also change and add things like a legend key or grid lines and, things like that. So I hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial on a few things in Excel that would make your life easier. Thank you.